Okay, so this is lesson 7.3, and it's just about classifying triangles. We'll classify triangles in two ways. First, we'll classify them by their angles. So you can either classify them an acute triangle, that's if all of their angles are acute, meaning all three angles are less than 90 degrees. You can classify an obtuse triangle, that's if the largest angle is obtuse or larger than 90 degrees. Of course, you can't have more than one obtuse angle because it wouldn't be a triangle then. But if there is an obtuse angle, then it is an obtuse triangle. The third way is a right triangle. If there is a right angle present, if there's just one 90-degree angle there, it's a right triangle. And then there's a fourth way, if all three angles are the same, we actually call it an equiangular triangle. Almost nobody uses this term. We would normally just call it an acute triangle. But if you want to call it equiangular, you can do that too. That's if all three angles are the same. Then we can classify it also by its sides. If it has no congruent sides, no sides are the same length, we call it a scalene triangle. One way to remember that is a fish's scales, just like humans' fingerprints, are all unique. None of them are the same. And a scalene triangle has no sides that are the same. For isosceles triangle, at least two congruent sides. So if it's got two congruent sides, it's an isosceles triangle. And if all three sides are the same, we call it equiangular. Technically, it's an isosceles triangle too, because at least two of the sides are the same. But if all three are the same, we call it equiangular. For example 1 here, we have to classify the triangles. So we'll look at that red one first. We first will classify it by its angles. The largest angle here is 115 degrees, which is an obtuse angle. Therefore, this is an obtuse triangle. Then we look for the sides. Are any of the sides the same? No, they're not. If there were 2 or 3 sides that were the same, they would put those little tick marks on them so that we know they're the same. No tick marks, no sides are the same, making it a scalene triangle. So we call this an obtuse scalene triangle. For part B, this one, we can see that all of those angles are less than 90 degrees, making it an acute triangle. And 2 of those tick marks on those sides let us know that 2 of the sides are the same, making it isosceles. This is an acute isosceles triangle.